Hello everyone and welcome to my channel on Learn English with Jayanti. Today I do not have access to a whiteboard and a marker, so I thought it best to use the notebook which I had to explain some concepts on prepositions. So today I'm going to talk more on prepositions, examples of prepositions that we use but may not necessarily know about them. Let's take a look. First sentence, it says, besides, it's early for me. Now, please note that in every sentence, after the full sentence finishes, a full stop is mandatory. And when a sentence begins, a capital letter is mandatory. In this case, all the letters I have written are in capital form. But when you write lowercase letters or small letters, then you have to have the first letter, which is the starting letter, in the capital form, and at the end you need to put the full stop. Okay, now let's go back to the prepositions. Besides, it's early for me. In this sentence, besides is the preposition. We may say many a times that they are going on a world tour. I'm not accompanying them. Besides, I'm not interested in travel either. So besides means, by the by, it's early for me to appear for the exam. Sentence number 2. My school is between the market and not school, but it will be, say, for example, my home. My school is between market and home, full stop, right? So between is the preposition over here, which is saying that your school is between the market and your home. Excellent. Let's take a look at the next sentence. The boy is standing beside the car. Full stop over here. The boy is standing beside the car. That means next to. In this case, the example is next to, meaning for another example is the car is standing next to the bus. The boy is standing beside the car. So beside means next to. Another example, next sentence, I have a word called across. The grocery store is across the road, right? You can say the medical shop is across the hill, where you have to walk a long distance to get medicines. The grocery store is across the road. So if this is the road over here that I have, and the grocery store is here, so I have to cross the road and come to get access to groceries, right? So the grocery store is across the road, and across is the preposition over here. Now let's move further. It is beyond doubt that Sachin is the best player. I have a full stop because the sentence has finished over here. The preposition here is beyond. It is beyond doubt that Sachin is the best player. It is beyond doubt that, another example that I'm taking is, it is beyond doubt that you will pass with flying colors. It is beyond doubt that you have performed very well. Okay, so these are examples of beyond. Now let's move to the next page. The cow jumped over the moon. This is a prepositional phrase very commonly used in a poem, in fact, which is titled as The Cow Jumped Over the Moon. Over is the preposition over here because it is telling you how the cow jumped and where did it jump. It jumped over the moon. You may also have the goat jumped over the fence. Okay, this could be another use of the term over. She ran over the bridge to meet him is another use of the phrase. The next sentence, sentence number 7. We went to meet her, but she was not there. We went to meet her, but she was not there. So the word here, but, is the preposition. We went to the market, but there were no vegetables. We went to the grocery store, but there was no food grains. There were no food grains over there. So this is how you use the word but. Next sentence, which is eighth one, your performance is below average. Below is the preposition over here. Many a times you may be told by your assessors, teachers and evaluators that your marks are below average. Below is a preposition that is used here. Your performance on stage was below average. The audience was disappointed. Okay? So this is another use of a preposition. By. I walked by the riverside. I walked by the riverside. You were walking beside the riverside. So I walked by the road. I walked by the riverside. Sentence number 10. No one reached the hospital except Hemant. No one reached the hospital except Hemant. Now, except is the proposition over here, and it is telling you that only Hemant reached the hospital, no one else. No one was available except the doctor. It was an emergency, and no one was available except the doctor. The next sentence, number 11, put a full stop after each sentence. As I have mentioned in the beginning of the session, put a full stop after each sentence. The word after is a preposition, right? Now, you have to put a full stop after each sentence. It's very clear over here. She left after he was admitted to the hospital. Okay, his mother left after he was admitted to the hospital. So after is a preposition over here. I'm turning the page to go to sentence number 12. Let's see what's written over here. I got this bag for you. I got this bag for you. For is the proposition over here, right? I got this present for you. I bought this gift for you. Could be another use of the preposition for. Sentence number 13. The bus comes from the village. The bus comes from the village. The train comes from the Kalyan station. The train comes from the Kalyan station, or in this case, the bus comes from the village. We do not know, hence we are not in a position to comment. We do not know, hence is the proposition over here. She was not prepared for the exam, hence she performed badly. She performed poorly. Okay, so hence is the preposition over here. The last statement which I want to mention over here, there is a car outside my house. There is a car outside my house. Outside becomes a preposition because it tells you where the car is, right? So there is a car outside my house. These are few prepositions that we sometimes commonly come across, but not some of them we may not commonly come across. Like for example, hence is not a very common proposition that you may have seen or heard. The other one which you may have heard but not know the difference between beside and besides. This difference is important. Beside, the boy is standing beside the car, is next to the car. And this different, besides, it's early for me. Besides, I'm not prepared for the program or the show. The cow jumped over the moon is a very popular statement which we may not have heard, but we need to know about it. But is common. I walked by the river is important. And except, no one was there except the doctor or except Hemant. Right? Now put a full stop after. The word after is also very commonly used by us. I hope you like this session and have understood it too. The camera may be shaking because my hand is not too firm, but still, as I said, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, लहरों से डर कर नैया पार नहीं होती. Keep trying, keep speaking, and of course stay connected, stay safe, and keep practicing the English language. Thank you.